up, Virgo? This is going to be a love reading for the second half of July. This is for my Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you're new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal readings. All the info for that's in the description box of the video. There's a wait for a reading with me, so if you wanted to explore your options, I put links to my affiliates Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom in the description box as well. Both will offer you access to lots of amazing psychics and readers located all over the world at any given time. If you go through the links I've provided, Mystic Sense is going to give you your first 5-minute reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a $10 bonus when you deposit 20. So check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those in the description box as well. Now, Virgo, I'm going to do person on your mind. How do they feel about you? Then how do you feel about them? Then the projected potential outcome for the second half of July. The reason I say potential, for anyone that is new to my channel, I incorporate law of assumption on this channel, and my tarot readings are purely a check-in point based on one version of you and one version of your specific person and the current version of the connection that you have selected out of the infinite that are available right now. Creation is finished. All things are possible. Your desires are meant for you. Circumstances don't matter. Everything on the outside is a reflection of your state of consciousness, which is who you are, being the version of you of which there are infinite. And so if you would like to manifest things differently, all it requires is conscious focus and a selection of a different version of Virgo and version of specific person. It's a shift in your state of consciousness. Please take a look at some of the material that I've posted, the lives, etc., the Q&As, and also I will continue to post. And then please do your own homework and look at some of the amazing coaches online. I always recommend, like Sammy Ingram, Dylan James, Manifesting with Kimberly. Naya, who I do lives with, is amazing too, guys. So check it out and it will make a lot of sense how to apply the law. Okay, guys, so the person on Virgo's mind, it feels a bit stuck. But then there's issues here, you know, stuck, indecision, but also, you know, Hierophant card, potential for commitment, higher level commitment. How does this person feel about Virgo? I mean, I just saw the Queen of Swords. Some of you, maybe there's a bit of a cold energy between you and this person. Let's have a look. Four of Cups is in the reverse. We've got Four of Wands in the upright. Two of Cups is in the upright. We've got Five of Wands in the reverse, like a cold energy. Maybe there's been some conflict or some tension. And then the Seven of Wands, but there's persistence, Virgo. So I feel partly, you know, Two of Cups, there's a soul connection here. This person wants a relationship with you. They feel that there's a soul connection. There has been some disappointment here. They want to get past that. There's been tension. There could be a little bit of a defensive energy between the two of you, like a feeling of emotional rejection for some reason. I'll get more details on that. Let me see about this Four of Cups in the reverse. I mean, Four of Wands is about reunion, home, you know, relationships, family, the long game. Yeah, Knight of Swords in the reverse. There could have been a harsh energy between the two of you. Like there could be some, and maybe this is ongoing. Maybe there's a bit of this defensive energy, like harsh communication. You know, Knight of Swords in the reverse is Shadow Knight of Swords. So this can be, you know, harsh words, erratic communication. Some of you, you know, there can be like stop-start energy. Let me have a look at this Knight of Swords. Six of Swords, they want to move things into a smoother direction. As I said, get past some kind of rejection wound. Maybe it's the way in which you communicate with one another. It triggers a rejection wound or a feeling of not being enough. I mean, Five of Wands can be outside energies. It can be a sense of competing interests. That doesn't have to be other romantic interests, guys. I mean, this can be like career, family, you know, responsibilities. Tell me about that Two of Cups. How does this person feel with the Two of Cups? Yeah, Queen of Cups, exactly. In the heart space is very genuine, Virgo, just this sort of feeling of like old disappointments or rejection wounds in, you know, maybe there's a story here like someone feels the other one's not prioritizing, or there's outside influences that are creating like tension in some kind of a way. Some of you are dealing with a person that's at a distance or over water, so maybe that creates tension or negative assumptions, guys. Now, I'm going to get it out of the way. I say it in all my reads. I only read their side of the street, Virgo, because they're not a robot and they have their own feelings and, you know, limiting beliefs and fears, but also they're showing up like a character in your show. They're still your mirror, so they're the version that you have selected out of the infinite, and they're going to mirror back to you your dominant thoughts and assumptions. And then, you know, also, guys, actions, inactions, reactions. So you are more in control than you realize. So if you have certain assumptions about a person, they're going to start to show up in a certain type of a way. Their behaviors are going to confirm what you predominantly believe about self and believe about them, and therefore energy can get ping-ponged back and forth. The only one to change is self. Please go and watch like the last live that I did with Naya, and also, you know, the coaches that I recommended, because you know, the reactivity and whatnot could be coming down to, yes, they might have some limitations or negative assumptions or a way of communicating, and it's coming down to insecurity, but they're still going to be the mirror to your stories and your insecurities, okay? So you absolutely can have a specific person conform once you shift and select a version of you that holds this person dominantly in the assumption that they are whatever it is that you desire, and you know yourself that you're the version of a person that receives, like people show up in a certain type of a way for you. And if you think I'm bullshitting, just test it, guys. The outside's a mirror. Yeah, there's a 6 of Cups in the reverse and a 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's a coldness, I said, between you and this person. I think it's coming down to the 6 of Cups in the reverse. There's old history that needs to be reconciled. So this could be fights and conflict between the two of you. This also could be like childhood stuff. That's still, like I said, I mean, you know, we act from a certain place because we have certain fears or insecurities, right? Like, I think there's a defensiveness between you and this person, and they want to come out of the cold. When we have the 6 of Cups in reverse, I always go, let's go to the 5 of Cups. If there's spilt cups between the two of you or regrets in the way you've communicated with one another, you have to sort of let go of that. Maybe there's a bit of holding on to resentments and defensiveness and guardedness, or there's holding on 5 of Cups to old spilt cups, old relationship disappointments, or old stuff from childhood. And so then that's the projection. It's creating a behavior between the two of you. I mean, they're manifesting you. Queen of Cups is beautiful energy with the 2 of Cups. So they feel like a very nice emotional bond with you. Tell me about this Magician card, what they're manifesting. Virgo Gemini energy with the Magician card. Let's have a look. Yeah, well, they definitely still have passion for you. Okay, chemistry. They enjoy that chemistry. I'm not really getting a sinister vibe, guys. That 5 of Wands with this conflict and competition, you know, the Knight of Wands can be just like player energy. I'm not getting that in this read. It's like, this just feels like it could go a bit hot and cold, stop, start, but there is passion and chemistry. However, there's been tension or defensiveness. It's coming down to communication, conditioning, childhood stuff, old relationship wounds, etc. Okay, which is just on this timeline and the one version that this is, you know, and you might have a history with this person and this is the way it keeps going round and round or showing up, but they kind of want to move things in a better direction, and they're manifesting that. Now, it's going to be more relevant your side of the street, Virgo, because once you decide what you want, as I said, no one to change but self. So you can absolutely have this shift and be better or exactly how you desire it to be. Yeah, there's a King of Swords, so there's like maybe a bit of a harsh energy, or it can get a bit cold. This person also, you know, because King of Swords to the Queen of Cups, either they feel they're quite loving and you can come across as a bit cold and detached, and I'm not giving you shit, Virgo, I'm just like being devil's advocate, and again, it's okay, it doesn't matter, it's just for context. Or they are aware that they can be a bit cold and detached, or they're always a bit in their head. You know, you could be dealing with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, I don't know, there's a defensive energy. But they also are thinking a lot. King of Swords, they want to be fair and diplomatic. They want to move things in a better direction. I said they're thinking a lot. 8 of Swords and the Moon. This is shadow stuff, guys. So this is fears and limiting beliefs about self. You could be dealing with someone. So this could be where like our own insecurities, it's psychological. It's often buried, like the moon is subconscious. So this is what I talk about with the law of assumption. They have their own limiting beliefs, etc., as I said, but there is a version of them that doesn't have that. Once you change, you can select the version of them that isn't cold or detached or reactive or insecure or whatever, guys. But here we have, or they might feel like you come across that way. The moon and the 8 of Swords can be pessimistic, projections. If we have a negative assumption about self, we're going to project that into a situation. And that could come down to like childhood, like critical parents, conditioning, 5 of Pentacles. Like this person, I feel, so there's a wanting to maybe delve a little deeper into that. The 8 of Swords is feeling trapped in our own mind and limiting beliefs. I mean, 8 of Cups, the Hermit card, you could feel like a distant energy between the two of you. That's Virgo energy. But this is all about like shining a light on what needs to go. Like maybe they want to walk away from what's not serving them, or to be honest, they might be reactive or cold or detached, because 8 of Cups and the Hermit card, to be honest, Virgo, that can be, because the Hermit's journey is about the soul. There might be something here about fear of abandonment or fear of rejection or something like that, with that 4 of Cups, that 5 of Pentacles. So the Hermit's journey is shining a light on the moon. This is how we've been nurtured, our conditioning, and that could be the struggle element that's coming up. See, this person, I mean, if there's been conflict or tension or feeling like not prioritized or not, chosen, or that outside energies are interfering. And again, I wasn't really getting so much that it's like cheating and stuff. I feel like this is like, I'm not enough, or, you're going to leave me, or I'm not prioritized. Look, 9 of Swords, stress and anxiety. But a clarity, the moon to the sun, a clarity around things that need to change. So this person wants to move things in a smoother direction. They could be processing some things, doing their own work on themselves, healing. So that's positive even on this timeline, Virgo. But if you just focus on you, this connection will improve, and you will get, like, for example, this person wants relationship with you. It looks like 4 of Wands is house, home, marriage, stability, and 2 of Cups is soul connection, and there's love here. So even on this timeline, that seems to be the intention and where it's headed. But if you want to get it faster and better and exactly how you want it, you can, Virgo. Everything is available. And if you assume this person needs to heal their childhood wounds, and that's why things go awry, well, it's a belief, and then your assumptions are that, and then they're going to continue to show up, and they'll react according to your dominant assumptions, right? It'll make sense when you look at it, guys. Sorry, sometimes there's a lot to get through in a day with all these readings, and I've been talking a lot, so I'm tired. Okay, the Sun card definitely sees happiness with you and understanding where maybe their fears and their limitations have gotten in the way or caused defensiveness, and they want to move it in a better direction. It does go a bit hot and cold. There is chemistry. Let's look at your side of the street, and then I can get some oracles for what they're going to actually do, or where this is going, just with the check-in right now for the second half of July. And guys, you can manifest anything. You can manifest the date, the text, the engagement, the moving in, whatever it is, guys. So this is just the check-in. So I always say stay focused on what you want. I'm going to look at what's going on with you. Passion, definitely. So a lot of you are still communicating with this person, but it goes in and out a little bit, or hot and cold, quote unquote. Don't like labels like hot and cold, because it's an experience and the circumstances are playing out because of your perceptions and the version that you keep selecting, the way that people show up for you, okay? Let's look at Virgo. How does Virgo feel about this person? Ace of Swords. You want to, 10 of Cups. You see this person as the happily ever after, Virgo. King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. You feel like this person's your emotional match. Emperor card. You want to build something stable with them. That's like the husband and the father figure. Tell me how Virgo feels about this person. 10 of Cups again. 6 of Swords. So if there is distance, this could be about travel. I did see the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Maybe travel and distance for some of you is a factor. And so there's a fear there that this can't work. Or, you know, Six of Swords from the Four of Wands in the reverse I saw is like maybe partly, you know, you're not sure if there's stability here or this can endure, or you're not maybe sure if this person wants Four of Wands. That could be your negative assumption, Virgo. So if you start telling yourself the new story, no, they do want me, they want to get married, or they want to take things to the next level, or they do love me, or, you know, we have the most loving, fulfilling, committed relationship, we never fight, whatever is going on here, right? We have consistent communication, all of that stuff. Tell yourself the new story. Because on this timeline still, they see you as a soulmate. Knight of Cups, how do you feel about them, Virgo? Knight of Cups, Star card. Five of Cups. Okay, I was talking about the Five of Cups when I was breaking down their Six of Cups in the reverse, right? So you've got Five of Cups. So you both kind of have spilt milk. Now, there might be some spilt milk or some regrets in the way in which you've shown up for one another because of like the communication. But I think this is all about losses from the past, because look, they have a Two of Cups, Virgo, about you. You've got Five of Cups in your energy, and that's when, see the Two of Cups behind the Five of Cups? So this is a soulmate connection, but you have been very focused on spilt cups. So you might be projecting your own fears or limiting beliefs where love hasn't worked out for you. And again, that could be, okay, sorry, I'm not giving you guys shit. We manifest everything. So every connection that comes in is going to be a reflection of whatever state of consciousness we're in. So if you have brought in repeated disappointment, well, people are showing up according to your assumptions about how they show up for you, because there's maybe a negative self-concept that you don't get the love returned, or people don't show up correct, or they don't pour back into you, or whatever your story is. So there's a need to release that, okay? That's the key here. So even if this person does have their own fears and history, it's not that relevant. Maybe this person, because of the reactivity you guys have had, I mean, if you have an assumption, a negative assumption that people are going to act a certain way, this person might be morphing and confirming that, and it's causing friction and whatever. So all you need to do is just let it all go and assume differently. This is your wish, this is your hope, and Knight of Cups, you have genuine emotion for this person. Look at that, the Four of Cups. They've got the Four of Cups in the reverse. So you both have this kind of, I think this is separate to one another, that's been brought into this connection. Four of Cups is that emotional rejection, or that assumption like what you're offering is not being accepted. So you both could be like triggering each other's like insecurities around not being good enough or something. And then there's, you know, maybe you assume they're being critical and they assume you're being critical. You know how energy gets ping-ponged back and forth, guys? You know, or you just feel like, I don't know, this is like, usually, yeah, disappointment. Maybe you've been very disappointed in the past. There's opportunity to transform this, even if you have now founded conversations and communication with this person, again, from this state, this version of you, where you feel, oh, they're disappointing me. Again, guys, so you can absolutely have them show up and not be the way that you're viewing them or the way they've shown up. Look, it causes you stress. Nine of Swords. You've got anxiety. Maybe you have a fear of being disappointed again. Let's look at this Star card. Yeah, there's a Tower in the reverse. This is a personal tower, Virgo, okay? There's no one to change but self. So there's old limiting beliefs potentially and past stuff and in your history, losses. And the Tower card, what's not working must go. And it's in the reverse. So I always feel like this is like an internal tower. It's a spiritual, introspective tower. So there's a need to look at where, you know, you have a story, a rejection wound, a feeling of not being good enough, a feeling of not being worthy of love, or that the love is not being reciprocated, or whatever it is. That's what needs to be healed with the Star card. You know, otherwise, because the Tower card in the reverse, you could have a fear that this is going to crumble. This is when we brace for impact. We assume that like, oh, people leave me, or people don't show up, or I never get what I want, or love is not returned. So look at that, Virgo, for those of you that want to transform this. Even on this timeline, there's a lot of potential here. Magician card, and this person is still manifesting you. Okay? Yeah. And I was about to say, but there is the Moon and the Sun. They're getting clarity around things that they want to shift. You've got the moon in the reverse. So this is maybe triggering some of your shadow stuff. Okay, because this is like the moon in the reverse is things coming to light that needs to maybe be healed. And you might have that fear because look, 7 of Wands and 2 of Cups. 7 of Wands, guys, for real. 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Can you see? 7 of Wands, 2 of Cups. So there's a defensiveness, but there's a soul connection. You might both have like some, you know, subconscious things going on here. And the 2 of Pentacles, you don't want to do any more back and forth. It's triggering your insecurity. And when I say back and forth, I think it's the communication style. Or you have a fear that this person not prioritizing you or not choosing you. Again, is that because there's other people? I wasn't getting that. Like, I think this is about like, you know, not feeling like prioritized. So if we have a negative assumption that we're not enough or we're not chosen, so what happens is like people show up and then you might be like, oh, they're always working. Oh, they never have time for me. Then there's a reaction. There's a way of communicating. Then there's like, oh, they're being cold. So then you be cold. Sorry, I'm not being very articulate, but you grab what I'm saying, right, guys? For those of you that this is helpful for. And then the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, finances could be playing into this. This person is focused on stability and home and potentially marriage, children, and all of that. And there could be fears playing into inadequacy around that as well. 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, this could be financial losses that this person's trying to get past. And that could be the tension, work and everything, you know. So I think, you know, again, look at what fears are being triggered here for you. And then this can turn in a moment, or you quantum into the reality where you have already consistency, reliability, marriage, commitment, whatever it is you want. Yeah, Death card. So that this is transformation from 7 of Cups. Like you've been feeling very confused or mixed about this. Maybe you get defensive because you feel like this person isn't choosing you, or you question whether or not they would like leave or they have other options. I really wasn't getting that. You know, that might be something that has happened to you in the past. With the Death card and the 7 of Cups, I think you want to stop any confusion or mixed feelings about this. And there is wanting to persist, but there's also defensiveness. You know, maybe you both have a fear that you're not good enough for one another or not doing a good enough job or whatever it is. So that's what needs to be corrected. I mean, let me get you guys a broken mirror for what this person's coming in with. Okay. Childish, immature, argumentative, playing the victim. This is what's going on a little bit. So there's a bit of this argumentative energy. It's sort of like maybe some game playing. The Netflix and chill, guys, maybe this has been, I mean, is this friends with benefits? I don't know. I got the Knight of Wands. I mean, I feel maybe this hasn't, you know, been solidified. It hasn't been clear. And again, Virgo, I challenge you, like if you feel, okay, this person not prioritizing me, they're not choosing me, they're not showing up like a player, you know, maybe this person has been like very concerned about career, or there's distance between the two of you, so it's not clear where it's headed. Even then, I still think this person has intentions for something long term. But this is, if you're on the side where you feel like this person is, or if you're suspicious that there's another person, it says friends with benefits, spending time with someone else. I don't even think that's founded in this reality, but if you focus that way, things crystallize. So I would shift your focus like, no, of course I'm the only one. I am the chosen one. We're committed to one another. You don't have to chase or force anything. They absolutely will show up and confirm what you say. But also maybe there is suspicion between the two of you. Are you spending time with someone else? I mean, I think it's coming down to fear. Yeah, message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. What's come out here? Because of avoidance. And then we have cut down. Well, that's from a different deck, guys. Sorry, they got mixed up, but that's fine. It says cut down. Stop the pattern. There's a pattern here with avoidance where there's like someone gets very defensive and gets avoidant, and the other one might get very anxious, and maybe there's hot and cold. I said that. And maybe there's an assumption, oh, you're not really choosing me. This also just said spending time with someone else. So it doesn't necessarily mean like cheating or sleeping around. or non-committal in that way, right? Like this could be just like other priorities, and so then there's a negative assumption connected to that. So there is communication coming in, Virgo. The circumstances don't matter. Even if you're overseas from one another, you can, seriously guys, go and look at some of the success stories online. This is all theory that I give you. Until you test it, you're not going to know. And so I'm just reading the energy, but always emphasizing that you can literally fuck it all in a bucket and have whatever you want. It's all available to you through consciousness. So there is communication. Now, you want to stop the pattern too. They understand that there's a pattern. And this is, like I said, this is a pattern that is probably not coming just from your relationship or connection. This is an old pattern. And you also have some kind of an old pattern, obviously, Virgo, sorry. But like, you can stop the pattern, and then this can go from hot and cold or unclear to everything, right? Let me get you guys a romance angel. I wonder if we'll get healing family issues. Now, you guys know that I don't just bullshit around and talk crap. Okay. The cards are always perfect, guys. They're a perfect checking in, but there is a version of Virgo that doesn't need, there's no self-concept issue, and I don't want you to feel like you have to heal your inner child endlessly. It's about choosing new version of Virgo. You don't have to identify with the wounded self endlessly or do endless shadow work, okay? There is a version of Virgo in existence right now in the quantum that has a perfect self-concept, is always loved, feels safe in love, is chosen, etc. This person has a mirror as well. They are the same. They feel the same things as you, but there's a version of them, just like there's a healed version of you, that also feels worthy enough. And once you shift, you know, your assumptions about self and about them, they must mirror, they must conform, okay? You're the God of your reality in every single version of you, in every reality, okay? Yeah, engagement. What did I say, guys? This person has every intention to commit, and there is every opportunity here, like to, even on this timeline, there's only this. There's this projection of old wounds, and then we have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So examine your fears, Virgo. This can shift for you like that. Your state, you can shift your state. We shift all the time. So it's only a checking in for the right now, and possibly a timeline if you've been experiencing this like as a pattern. Stop the pattern. Now's an opportunity to shift, and there's no more pattern. There's no more hot and cold. It's hot, 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 and you have the commitment you want. All right, Virgo, I hope that resonated for you, and if so, you can give me a like and a comment, please, and I will check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.